Luigi is the comical, clumsy younger brother to Mario. He's always looked down upon, and he's never really given his chance to shine. Mario is among the top 3 most popular characters in Smash 4. Luigi would be happy to even make top 15. Luigi is an extremely polarizing character. He's very likely the most polarizing character in the game. He has some of the strongest strengths in the game, yet at the same time he has some of the worst weaknesses. His combo game and gimping ability is one of, if not the best in the game. However, his aerial and ground mobility are some of the worst. Also, his recovery isn't too good either. Luigi's recovery is actually really good in terms of the amount of distance you can cover, it's just that you're so vulnerable. This makes Luigi a double-edged sword. Some games you'll get your opponent in the Luigi vortex and just completely overwhelm them, but some games you'll get walled out with no chance at breaking into your opponent's zone. Luigi has without a doubt one of the best combo games in the game, but his poor mobility and shield make it hard to access it. If you can get in, then you win. If you can't get in, then you lose. It's very important to predict your opponent's attacks and powered shield them accordingly. This is almost essential to playing Luigi at the top level. Luigi's stubby plumber limbs aren't very fast. This is why Luigi mains oftentimes like to roll. When Luigi gets hit on his shield, it oftentimes pushes him too far away to get a punish, and Luigi again isn't very fast, so they like to roll. This leads to a habit of excessive, unnecessary rolling from lower to mid-level Luigi mains. However, high level and top level still do it too. Bait it out and punish accordingly. Luigi's jab comes out frame 2. It's one of the best jabs in the game. It's a move Luigi wants to use a lot in neutral as a poking tool, and for some reason has a hitbox behind him. The initial hits can be mixed up and followed up with grabs, up Bs, or forward smashes depending on the action your opponent uses after the first couple hits. The jab actually pushes you up a little bit to help you get conversions. Do this with caution. None of this is actually true, and by far the safest option to go for is the full jab, followed up by a tech chase. Luigi's down tilt has a 25% chance of tripping the opponent, which can help you set up into a grab. It can also 2-frame, which, depending on the opponent, can force the opponent into a low recovery, setting up into a Cyclone gimp. Luigi's up tilt has a lot of combo potential. It can be followed up by more up tilts, up smashes, and at lower percents can lead into an up air, which can be followed up by a back air or a Cyclone. You can continuously abuse this move against heavies and fast fallers and just watch them cry. Luigi's forward tilt has no use aside from jab locks, which we'll be getting into a little bit later. Luigi's dash attack, you almost never want to be using this move. You're basically asking to get punished if you do. It can be a good mix-up at times, but it's not a move you'll want to be using very much. Luigi's smash attacks are kind of ridiculous. His forward smash is pretty generic. It hits in front of him and can kill at decent percents. It can be angled upward or downward to kill even earlier, and it also dishes a deceptively large amount of shield damage. His up smash is really irritating. You want to be hitting with the back hitbox because for some odd reason the back hitbox is the sweet spot and the front hitbox is the sour spot. Yeah, for some reason Luigi's up smash has a sour spot. The knockback difference is quite noticeable, so really whenever you want to be using an up smash you want to be reverse jump cancelling it. Luigi's head is invincible during the up smash, so intercepting attacks is possible. This is what makes the move so irritating against some characters, mostly the ones that like to jump around a lot. Luigi's down smash is the weirdest of his smash attacks. The front hitbox sends him backwards, odd enough, and the back hitbox also sends him backwards, only this time with far more knockback. Luigi's Nair is no doubt one of the best combo breakers in the game. It comes out frame 3 and the early frames have an obnoxiously large hitbox. However, this move is pretty overused and can be baited out pretty easily. It's oftentimes Luigi's go-to autopilot move. You can space the strong hit of the move and follow up with an F smash when your opponent inevitably tries to shield grab. Perhaps its best quality is the fact that you can easily and reliably get Luigi combo started off with it. Also, soft hit to up B is true on fast fallers. Luigi's Fair is one of his best attacks in the neutral. If you hit your opponent in neutral with the forward air at lower percents, you can follow up with the fast fall nair and get some grab combos going. And if you hit them and they slide off platforms, that's a free jab lock. Luigi's back air is the strongest of his aerials. It's primarily used to kill and finish combos. You don't usually want to use this move unless you're sure it's gonna hit because there's quite a bit of cooldown after it. Luigi's up air is a great attack for comboing into itself and other aerials at low to medium percents. Luigi's down air is really just used to spike. It opens up a lot of crazy combos, which I'll be talking about later on, and it can even spike the opponent if they try and jump off the ledge. Also, tomahawking any one of these aerials can oftentimes get you a free grab. Luigi's neutral B is his fireballs. Unlike Mario's, which fall down, Luigi's are always in a straight line. His fireballs are one of his best attacks in neutral. They also apply pressure, forcing your opponent to go for a defensive option. B reversing fireballs can be a good spacing tool and can sometimes help you to mix up your landing. B reversing fireballs on the ground can also be a good mix-up. If spaced and timed perfectly, fireballs can help you continue combos. But again, don't use fireballs too often. Fireball to grab isn't a true combo, and it's pretty laggy, so you can get punished after it. Any decent player will take advantage of this. Luigi's side B is used to help him gain horizontal distance when off stage. The more you charge, the further you go. If you charge it up too much and as a result you end up hitting the wall too hard, you can get stuck in the wall for like 12 seconds of lag with Luigi trying to get his head out of the wall. This is very easily punished, and for some reason you can't tech it. Why, Sakurai? To prevent this, you simply don't hit your head too hard against the wall. But of course, there still is that off chance you'll get a misfire and get stuck regardless. To prevent this, you must hit your head on the ledge. This will lower the chance of Luigi banging his head against the wall. Luigi's Cyclone can be a good mix-up in neutral. The sudden burst of speed and multi-hits can catch opponents off guard. The Cyclone can also be a good combo breaker or landing mix-up for the same reasons. Cyclone can help you recover, giving you seemingly a third jump if you can mash fast enough. And lastly, by far the best use of Cyclone is to Gimp. To Gimp, you need to be a decently fast down B masher at the bare minimum. You have to gain at least a little bit of vertical distance. Moving side to side can also help you Gimp if you're having trouble with that. If you can't mash down B at least this quick, you need to seriously practice your mashing. If you can force your opponent to recover low using fireballs or other baits, you can reliably Gimp just about the entire cast. They just drop hopelessly and it's so satisfying. It's honestly one of the best moves in the game. However, there are some drawbacks. You can't use down B more than once in the air, and it is quite laggy if you try and recover with it. To gain maximum distance from Cyclone, you must mash down B roughly 10 times a second. No, I'm not kidding. To do this, you have to vibrate your arm in an up and down motion and just keep on practicing that until it becomes muscle memory. To clarify, this is not your thumb muscles doing the work, this is actually your arm, your tricep really, that's vibrating, that's doing all the work. And make sure you're mashing up and down because a lot of people I know have been mashing side to side and that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Also, let your finger off the B button for a split second. This was a problem I had. I didn't let my finger off the B button and then there wasn't really much travel and I wasn't mashing as fast as I can now. These are just the tricks that worked for me. You can find your own method of doing it, whether it be through 2-button mashing, using the taunt button and stuff. This is just personally how I figured out how to mash. If you can't mash, an alternative is using the jump and then your down B to recover. This is very risky because if you get hit out of it, then you lose your jump and your down B and you're almost basically guaranteed death. Luigi's up B is used to help him recover and it's an extremely strong kill move. If you aren't comboing into it or don't have any true confirms out of it, then it is a really risky option. Power shield to up B is generally the best setup. Jabs to up B can sometimes work. Nair to up B is also true. And there's some combos that true combo into up B, but I'll be getting into those later on. It's also important to note that Luigi gains a lot of height when he uses one of his special attacks in combination with his jump. So jump down B, jump side B, and jump up B gain quite a bit more distance if you jump, as opposed to using the special attack raw. Luigi's down taunt is by far the best spike and ledge punish in the game. It has set knockback and is literally an insta-death on any stage, on any ledge. There's even some true combos out of it, such as down taunt down B, down taunt up B, down taunt any aerial, down taunt misfire. The only thing stopping this move from being the greatest move in Smash history is the fact that it has a pretty long startup and the hitbox itself is really small. You're almost guaranteed to get punished if you miss it. So there you have it. This is the first of 3 parts of my Luigi guide. The next part will cover Luigi's combos, and the last part will go over metagame type of things like stages, matchups, how to fight them, where I see them in the future, tier lists and whatnot. Every other character I do a guide on won't get this type of luxury. Luigi's just my main, and I have a lot more to talk about with him than any other character. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in my next part soon. Peace!